This week we're going to read a story called Oliver is Hungry. First, we need to practice some words that you already know. So you need your whiteboard, your marker, and an eraser. If you don't have those items, you can go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. If you need to pause the video, you can do that right now. The first word we're going to practice is the word look. Look. Say it, write it. Check it. Were you right? Look. L-O-O-K. Look. Nice job. Go ahead and erase that word. Practice our next word. The word is come. Say the word come. Write it. Check. Were you right? Come. If not, fix it. All right, next word. The word is here. Here. Check. Were you right? Here. H-E-R-E. Here. Nice job. Next word. For. Think about that word. For. So say it and then write it. Check. For. F-O-R. For. Nice job. Go ahead and erase. Put the lid on your marker. We won't need that for right now. We're going to look at a word you know. What is this word? Yes, that word is look. You know this word. Look. It's one of your sight words. Look. When I add this ending, 3 little letters, I-N-G, it becomes a bigger word. We have look, that's part you already know. Look, and then I-N-G says ing. So we have the word look-ing, looking, looking. So if I was going to break the word, I would push look, and then I would push ing, and I would have the word looking. Again, if I pushed up the word look, and I push up the other part, ing, I get looking. Like maybe sometimes you can't find something, so you had to go and look for something. You can say, I am looking for my shoes. Looking, looking. All right, here's another word. This time, I really want you to take a good look at it and make sure you look at all of the letters that are in this word. Let's spell it real quick. S-O-M-E, some. What's this word? Yes, some. So take a good look. We're going to play a game called What's Missing. Miss Barnett's going to take away some letters, and you're going to tell me what's missing. All right, what's missing? If you said E, you're correct. Some. S-O-M-E, some. All right. Ready? Try it again. What's missing? Yes, the O is missing. S-O-M-E, some. Some. All right, now it's your chance. You get to build this word, some. If you have magnetic letters at your house, grab those. If you don't, you have those paper letters that I sent home with you, and you can build some on your table. Go ahead and build some. Let's move the letters. S-O-M-E, some. Try it again. Push them down. S-O-M-E. What's the word? Some. Run your finger under it. Some. Some. Now we're going to mix and fix. We're going to mix up those letters. And you're going to fix it and build that word some. S-O-M-E, some. Mix and fix again. Mix them up really good. All right, ready? Try and beat me. See if you can do it faster than I can. Some. S-O-M-E. Some. Nice job. Now get ready to read that story, Oliver is Hungry. This story is called Oliver is Hungry by Will Renton. In this story, Oliver is hungry and he is looking for some food. Let's take a picture walk to see what happens in our story. Here's Oliver. Oliver is a cat. He's a white cat, so he is hungry. Let's say that word hungry slowly. Hungry. It starts with an H. It's right here. Hungry. And he is looking for some food. What do cats say when they're talking? Yes, they say meow, said Oliver. What did Oliver find? What is this thing right here? Yes, he found a bowl. Let's say that word slow. Bowl. Do you hear the first sound? Bowl. B. Yes, it starts with a B. Bowl. And he says meow. Oh boy, here he is. He's saying meow, meow, meow. He says Oliver is hungry. He's looking for some food. Here's that new word we worked on today. Some. He's looking for some food. So here's Mom, and she calls Evan. So Evan is the boy's name. She tells him to come here and feed Oliver. Because why? Yes, Oliver is hungry. There's Evan. And he says, here is some food for you. So when a cat is happy, it makes a sound. The sound it makes is purr. So Oliver says, purr, purr. Do you think Oliver is a sad cat or a happy cat? Yes, he's happy, and happy starts with the sound happy. So Oliver is a happy cat. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Now it's your turn to read. When you're reading, I want you to use the pictures to help you, and then use the first sound and think about what makes sense. So here is Oliver is hungry. Go ahead and begin. Make sure when you get to the end of the story, when you're reading it on Literacy Footprints, make sure you mark this box that you read it. That way it'll come up in your virtual book bag and you can read it again. And also, if it was your favorite, click the heart to mark it as a favorite. Let's think about this story. How does Oliver let Mom and Evan know he is hungry? What did Oliver do? Let's go back and look. What did Oliver do to let Mom and Evan know that he was hungry? Or what did he say? Yeah, he did say meow. And he also went to, what is this called? He went and sat by his bowl. He went and sat by the bowl and said meow, meow, meow. That is exactly what he did. And then Mom told Evan to come and feed him some food. All right, our next step is we're going to do a little bit of writing. Did you enjoy reading the story about Oliver is Hungry? Good, I enjoy that story too. There are other Oliver books too on Literacy Footprints that maybe you might enjoy reading. So, how did Oliver let Mom and Evan know that he was hungry? What did he do? How do cats let people know what they want? Yeah, he sat by his bowl and he meowed. That would be a great answer. You could say, he sat by his bowl and said meow. How many words is that? 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 words. Let's go ahead and write that. He sat by his bowl and said meow. So if you don't know a word, remember you have your practice page at the top and then your place to write at the bottom. So like if you don't know how to write the word sat, let's say that slow so we can listen to the sounds that we hear. Sat. I'm going to draw a box that has 3 little piece parts to write letters in. Like that. Sat. That's right. What do we hear in the first one? S. What letter makes this sound? Yes, the S. S. Ah. What letter says ah like apple? Ah. That's the A. At. What do we hear at the end of that word? T. Yes. T. Sat. Good. What's another word we might need to know? Let's do the word said. That's a word we've practiced, but let's practice it in our writing. I'm going to write it in the middle of my practice page. I'll show you in a second. And then I'm going to write it in the 4 corners, just like we do in class. So here's that word said, and then I'm going to practice writing it in the 4 corners. So I'm going to write it 4 times, technically 5. All right, said. Let's practice it. S-A-I-D. Said. S-A-I-D. Said. S-A-I-D. Said. S-A-I-D. Said. Here's what your page should look like. Look, you wrote said 5 times. Said. All right, now it's your turn. On your lined part on the bottom, you're going to write the story. He sat by his bowl and said meow. Remember, a story starts with a capital letter, so we need to use a capital H for he and a finger space. Then we write sat. Say it slow. S-at. So continue writing your story, and then we will go over it. So push pause on the video if you need time to write. He sat by his bowl and said meow. Repeat that with me. He sat by his bowl and said meow. Go ahead and stretch out those words you don't know and write the sounds you hear. All right, now that we're done, we're going to go ahead and use our checklist. We're going to check our writing. Did we start with a capital letter? Like our capital H for he? Did you put a period or a question mark or an exclamation mark at the end of the story? Yeah. Did you leave finger spaces between your words so people can see where one word stops and the next begins? Great job. How about your sight words? Are the words in your green journal spelled correctly? Those ones need to be spelled correctly because they're sight words for kindergarten and 1st grade. How about, did you do your best handwriting? Did you go back and reread to make sure your sentence made sense for your readers? As an author, it's important to make sure your work makes sense. And then the final one, did your target. Did you stretch out words you didn't know? Like sat or bowl? Nice job. You did great work. Thank you for reading the story with me this week, and I hope you enjoyed your time.